brand new episode. So today we are here again with Dear Esther, which, let's switch over here. There we are. To be honest, this is a game I haven't heard about or seen before, but you know, it popped up as something recommended, and after a little googling of the game, it looked like it could be something very interesting. So, you know, I thought, why not just, you know, get on with it. We'll try it out. Let's go back from the options here. So far, you know, the graphics look very good. Can we push them a bit more, maybe? Let's see, advanced, low, medium, high. Yeah, we can push it a bit. Okay, you know what? We'll just do apply. That should do it. Right, so I think this game originally came out in 2008. Other than that, I don't really know too much about the game. It seems like it's an explorer game. You have to explore some kind of island or something. So I say, let's just get right into it. The Lighthouse. Director's commentary. No, let's not have director's commentary right now. I think I want to make up my own commentary here.
Dear Esther, I have lost track of how long I have been here and how many visits I have made overall. Certainly the landmarks are now so familiar to me that I have to remind myself to actually see the forms and shapes in front of me. I could stumble blind across these rocks, the edges of these precipices, without fear of missing my step and plummeting down to sea. Besides, I have always considered that if one is to fall, it is critical to keep one's eyes firmly open.
Dude, these graphics. Jesus. Okay, let's let's sort this out there. Have that a bit louder just so it doesn't cut me off. So let me know if the music is still a bit too loud. But fuck, this seems nice. Okay, not anymore. I take it back. This seems extremely haunted. Fuck, this escalated quickly. I do not like this anymore. Now, press on that. What does it say? Food and Goods 1973. Convention Wolverhampton. There's something written at the top there as well, but I can't read it. The Brydean History. Okay. I presume that's where we're gonna be. So this is UK. I think. Yeah. Yeah, this is England at least. And Scotland up there, I think. Don't quote me on that, my geography is fucking horrible. This is cool, okay. What the fuck is this? Hang on, isn't... What? Okay, I'm... Whoa. Okay. Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. That was... Yeah, cheers. So what's in here then? See, more of this fucking paint. Is it? Luminous paint, premium plus. Okay. Don't understand why you'd want that, but fair enough. I'm, you know, not gonna argue with it. Is there anything else that we could check out around here? Is that everything? Can I run? I don't know why, but that fucking sound got me. I want to go there. Please? May I? Right, is there somewhere I can go? Maybe not. Fuck, these graphics are amazing. Look at this. I mean, if we could go a bit faster, that'd be fantastic, but alright. Okay, I can't go any further there then. Or can I? Apparently I can. Okay.
Donnelly reported the legend of the hermit, a holy man who sought solitude in its most pure form. Allegedly, he rode here from the mainland in a boat without a bottom, so all the creatures of the sea could rise at night to converse with him. How disappointed he must have been with their chatter. Perhaps now, when all that haunts the ocean is the rubbish dumped from the tankers, he'd find more peace. They say he threw his arms wide in a valley on the south side, and the cliff opened up to provide him shelter. They say he died of fever 116 years later. The shepherds left gifts for him at the mouth of the cave, but Donnelly records they never claimed to have seen him. I have visited the cave and I have left my gifts, but like them, I appear to be an unworthy subject of his solitude.
Okay. Can we actually go in here? Is it... Like, turn on the light, please. I don't see anything right now. Whoa. What's that then? Okay. Fine, I'll head back. Some light would have been nice. I don't see anything. Come on, we can do it. We can do it. Carry on. Okay, I guess we can't do it. That's fair. See, I'm not really sure if the feel of the game right now is creeping me out or if I'm liking it. Like, very hard feel to get of the game. What happens? I mean, like... never mind me, I'm just going for a swim. Where's my fucking swimming sounds? Come on. Anything in the traps? No. Fair enough.
At night, you can see the lights sometimes from a passing tanker or trawler. From up on the cliffs, they are mundane. But down here, they fugue into ambiguity. For instance, I cannot readily tell if they belong above or below the waves. The distinction now seems banal. Why not everything and all at once? There's nothing better to do here than indulge in contradictions whilst waiting for the fabric of life to unravel.
Okay. Music is good though. Yeah, it is really hard trying to get a feel of this game. Like, it seems like there's something bad has definitely happened, but what?
A wonderful sight. The moon cresting the junction between the cliff path and the stone circle. It cast a shadow of the ridge across the beach, all the world as if you had signed your name in untidy handwriting.
Right, let me, you know what? Just, no. Fuck. I didn't want to do the screenshot. Alright. It's fine. This kind of reminds me of a game that I've played before, but I can't really... I don't really know what game, but it just feels very familiar.
When someone had died or was dying, or was so ill they gave up what little hope they could sacrifice, they cut parallel lines into the cliff, exposing the white chalk beneath. You could see them from the mainland or the fishing boats, and know to send aid or impose a cordon of protection, and wait a generation until Whatever pestilence stalked the cliff paths died along with its hosts. My lines are just for this, to keep any would-be rescuers at bay. The infection is not simply of the flesh.
Okay. Seems like we're a tad bit. I don't know. We're a tad bit depressed. Let's use that word. Looks cool though. I want to go down here. So I'm gonna presume that someone very close to us died.
They were God-fearing people, those shepherds. There was no love in the relationship. Donnelly tells me that they had one Bible that was passed around in strict rotation. It was stolen by a visiting monk in 1776, 2 years before the island was abandoned altogether. In the interim, I wonder, did they assign chapter and verse to the stones and grasses, marking the geography with a superimposed significance that they could actually walk the Bible and inhabit its contradictions?
Yeah, so, you know, the game is called Dear Esther, and everything started off with Dear Esther, so I'm gonna presume that everything that he says is letters, or maybe a diary or something. Yeah. Oh, went up by the other cave.
Dear Esther, I met Paul. I made my own little pilgrimage. My Damascus, a small semi-detached on the outskirts of Wolverhampton. We drank coffee in his kitchen and tried to connect to one another. Although he knew I hadn't come in search of an apology, reason or retribution, he still spiraled in panic, thrown high and lucid by his own dented bonnet. Responsibility had made him old. Like us, he'd already passed beyond any conceivable boundary of life.
Okay.
I threw my arms wide and the cliff opened out before me, making this rough home. I transferred my belongings from the bothy on the mount and tried to live here instead. It was cold at night and the sea lapped at the entrance at high tide. To climb the peak, I must first venture even deeper into the veins of the island, where the signals are blocked altogether. Only then will I understand them, when I stand on the summit and they flow into me, uncorrupted.
What? Is that a face? And again with this. It's an... Oh, fuck, what is it called? I forgot what it's called. It's some chemistry shit. It's dope though. Don't seem to be no one here though. But yeah. It's cool. I like it. So that was where we was at then. If we could run or something. And again with the music. So, kind of what it looks like right now. Like, well, just walking. It kind of gives me the feel of walking, or how it would be to walk through a painting. Because you have the high definitions of the grass, the sky and everything, but when you look at the rocks and everything, it kind of seems painted. It's really weird.
The vegetation here has fossilized from the roots up. To think they once grazed animals here, the remnants of occupation being evidence to that. It is all sick to death. The water is too polluted for the fish. The sky is too thin for the birds, and the soil is cut with the bones of hermits and shepherds. I've heard it said that human ashes make great fertilizer, that we could sow a forest from all that is left of your hips and ribcage, with enough left over to thicken the air and repopulate the bay.
Wait, you said I can paint it. Honestly think I could paint this? No, you're full of bullshit. No, nope. What? Nah. I mean, you can come and take a look here. Yeah. I'm hoping I'm going the right way. Kind of want to get back up there again, but we'll see. We'll definitely see. The music could continue. That was nice. I like the music. Get that back. Okay.
Dear Esther, I have now driven the stretch of the M5 between Exeter and Bristol over 21 times. But although I have all the reports and all the witnesses, and have cross-referenced them within a millimetre using my Ordnance Survey maps, I simply cannot find the location. You'd think there would be marks to serve as some evidence. It's somewhere between the turn-off for Sanford and the welcome brake services, but although I can always see it in my rear-view mirror, I have as yet been unable to pull ashore.
See a light or boat or something. I don't know, blinking over there. The music is definitely like very melancholic. I don't know. I want to get aboard this boat though. If I can, that'd be fantastic. Let's take a look here. Okay, maybe not. No. Okay, we're not gonna go too far. I want to stay here for a bit. See kind of what's up. It's cool. The only thing about it, with like the camera height and everything, is I feel extremely fucking short. Like I do not feel tall. Okay, wait, that's where we came from. So I think there was another boat over here. There's something at least. And what? Can't fucking read what it says. Another drawing though.
There must be a hole in the bottom of the boat. How else could new hermits have arrived?
Oh, okay. So you want me to get out there, or Is this a horror game? I have no idea. I sure as hell don't hope that. Sorry. Let me get out here. Come on. You hope so. Okay, cheers. And neither did something. Neither did eat or drink. I think that's what it says. Eat nor drink. You are very mean, Mr. Hart. You just want me to be fucking frightened. Fuck. You know, we'll see how it progresses. You know, sooner or later, I guarantee you something's gonna fucking get me. Yeah, that seems like a good strategy. Christ, I can't speak today. Okay, there's so much trash here. Like, couldn't somebody just go and fucking pick it up? You know? Think about the environment. What's that? Spray? I presume that's spray paint. It looks a bit like fucked up. Yeah, so we need to go there, I think. Or can we just like walk about where we want to? Because I definitely want to get back up there if that's the case. So nice. Okay. Come on, let us get up. Let us get up. Yes. Yeah, there's not a fence here. Good. Let's get up. See, I need to find places like this in real life. Because that'd be so cool to just walk about. Okay, so we'll be getting to a new loading chip. Was this where we came from? I think it was. God damn it. You couldn't have told me that a bit earlier. No, it can't have been. Was it? Yeah, it was, because I commented on that. Okay, I'm an idiot. Let's carry on. Yeah, because there's no other way out of here. Alright. Don't you try. I really wish I could have gone into the boat there. There wasn't a fence there, okay. That'd be very fucking cool. Especially since he was like hinting about, okay, yeah, there's a hole underneath the boat. Okay, well, don't fucking say that if you won't let me go into the boat then. I want to get up there as well. Like, imagine the view. I hope we're gonna end up there. Now I need to progress so I can hear Mr. Voice talk again. This reminds me of the Jurassic Coastline tour we went on at uni in England. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. It's
An
like
imagined
very...
answer phone message. The
Okay.
tires are flat, the wheel spins loosely, and the brake fluid has run like ink over this map, staining the landmarks and rendering the coastline mute, compromised. Where you saw galaxies, I saw only bruises cut into the cliff by my lack of sobriety.
Okay. Yeah, no, but that's what I was thinking too. It's like, it's very like stereotypical English coastline. What? You're joking? Cut me off here. Where was I supposed to go then? It looks like David. Yeah, exactly. See, that's where you went, Mr. Thought. Fuck, how are you doing today, by the way? I saw you not too long ago, Dan. Nice of you to join us in the stream. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? Come on. And a run button would have been fucking nice. Not too well anymore. Oh? What happened? Dan, spill the tea. We need to get up there, okay. Tell you when you've stopped streaming. Alright, that sounds good. Come on. Let me go somewhere. Maybe joining your tagwise soon. Let's say. Oh, okay. Let me go up here. No. Shit. Come on. Well, it depends though. If it's NDA, you can't really tell now, Mr. Thought. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? Am I just been walking about? I think I've been walking the wrong way for ages, and now I'm very unsure as to where I need to go. But it's not that way, it can only be this way then. Would have been nice, Mr. Man, Mr. Voice, could you talk again? Don't think it's NDA. Okay. I'm very unsure. You might have to Discord me and just so I can check. Can I get up here? No? Come on. Come on. Don't force me to walk around. No, okay. Yeah, let's assume so. That also works.
I had kidney stones and you visited me in the hospital. After the operation, when I was still half submerged in anesthetic, your outline and your speech both blurred. Now my stones have grown into an island and made their escape, and you have been rendered opaque by the car of a drunk.
By a drunk? Drunk what? Hello? Don't fucking stop in the middle of your sentence. For crying out loud. Okay. Yeah, I can definitely relate with the newly operated being submerged in anesthetics and people trying to talk to you. I remember, or well, kinda remember, I was after my nose surgery, my nose job. That was fucking terrible. I loved it before getting the surgery, like when you got the painkillers and they were prepping you and everything. That was nice. But waking up after surgery, that was terrible.
Is this what Paul saw through his windscreen? Not Lot's wife looking over her shoulder, but a scar in the hillside, falling away to black forever.
Oh, Call of the Void is taking me hard right now. I want to jump so badly. Can I? I fucking can! Okay.
Come back.
I didn't like that. Did not like that. Okay, let's see here. What was that? Well, like I said, it's like Call of the Void got me. I mean, how could you not look at that and be like, okay, I kind of want to jump just to see what happens? Especially in a video game, it's like, you definitely have to. Now it's the Black Cliffs of Dover. What? I would be the dumbest person in a horror movie. Like the one dying first. Yeah, but that's the thing though. I wouldn't be killed by
I've begun
like
to climb,
bad guy.
away
Oh,
from
hang
the
on.
sea and towards the center. It is a straight line to the summit, where the evening begins to coil around the aerial and squeeze the signals into early silence. The bothy squats against the mount to avoid the gaze of the aerial. I too will creep under the island like an animal and approach it from the northern shore.
Okay. Yeah, well, like I was gonna say, that's the thing though. I wouldn't have been killed by the bad guy. I would have managed to get myself killed somehow on something completely irrelevant. It's like, oh, there's a guy walking about with a chainsaw murdering people. Yeah, well, I'm the guy who died of food poisoning. Can I like keep the flashlight on every... Yeah, the natural selection is what's gonna get me, like no doubt. Like I'm sorry, I'm not getting over the visuals. This is fucking beautiful.
The bothy was constructed originally in the early 1700s. By then, shepherding had formalized into a career. The first habitual shepherd was a man called Jakobsen, from a lineage of migratory Scandinavians. He was not considered a man of breeding by the mainlanders. He came here every summer whilst building the bothy, hoping eventually that becoming a man of property would secure him a wife and a lineage. Donnelly records that it did not work. He caught some disease from his malcontented goats and died 2 years after completing it. There was no one to carve white lines into the cliff for him either.
That's fucking... That sucks. You know, you create something like this, and then, yep, 2 years later you're dead. And you don't even have time to actually enjoy it. That would fucking suck. What, in a place like this? Yeah, easily. Oh, found more of them. I'm sorry, what the fuck is that supposed to be? Oh, is that a crab? No, not a crab, a lobster. Where's my mod, Jamie? Discrimination. Well, you'll get your mod. We'll get you sorted. See here. Octopus, yeah. No, but I'll get you sorted after the stream, Dan.
3 cormorants seen at
I always
dusk.
need more mods.
They did not land. This house built of stone, built by a long dead shepherd. Contents: my camp bed, a stove, a table, chairs, my clothes, my books. The caves that score out the belly of this island, leaving it famished. My limbs and belly famished. This skin, these organs, this failing eyesight. When the battery runs out in my torch, I will descend into the caves and follow only the phosphorescence home.
Okay. Is this where I sleep? Legit? Is that somebody standing there? Hello? What? It looks like there's somebody in the bed. Right. What, here? Well, yeah, it kind of does. No. Pulls it away and there's a corpse there. Shit happens. Hello? Can you hear me? Okay, I'll take that as a no. It can't be a light though. It looks like somebody's standing there holding like a light. Right? Or am I just stupid? I don't. Oh, fuck you, Jesus. Alright, that's how much trouble I get. We checked that one out, didn't we? Or did we? Yeah, we did. Those were the stables. Okay, is there anywhere I can go? Sides? No? Okay. Are you being emotionally abused at home? Yes, I definitely am. She's a little monster. I don't want to jump again. Oh God. God, don't. Don't jump. You know what? I was gonna make a joke. I didn't mean to fucking jump.
Come back.
It was fun. Okay. Let's carry on. Right, that's 2 times I've tried to kill myself now. This is not looking good. What? What do you mean? What are you talking about? No. Wait, what are you talking about? I have no idea. I don't see it. Oh, it's probably because of the all caps. Because I have caps lock.
Jakobsen's ribcage, they told Donnelly, was deformed. The result of some birth defect or perhaps a traumatic injury as a child. Brittle and overblown it was, and desperately light.
You see what I mean?
Perhaps it was this that finally did for him. Unable to contain the shattering of his heart. In half-light, his skeleton a discarded
like it's
prop,
hand-painted here than
a
what it probably
false
does on
and
the screen.
calcified seabird.
There's a challenge for you. Draw this scenery. Ah. Do it and I'll get it tattooed. I don't know. It'd be cool as like
They found Jakobsen in early spring. The thaw had only just come.
No, like if you get like
Even though he'd been dead nearly 7 months, his body had been frozen right down to the nerves and had not even begun to decompose. His fingernails were raw and bitten to the quick.
No.
They found the phosphorescent moss that grows in the caves deep under the nails.
Like spontaneous tattoos.
Whatever he'd been doing under the island when his strength began to fail is lost. He'd struggled halfway up the cliff again, perhaps in a delirium, perhaps trying to reach the Bothy's fire before curling into a stone and expiring.
That's cool, okay.
Climbing down to the caves, I slipped and fell and have injured my leg. I think the femur is broken. It is clearly infected. The skin has turned a bright, tight pink, and the pain is crashing in on waves, winter tides against my shoreline, drowning out the ache of my stones. I struggled back to the bothy to rest, but it has become clear that there is only one way this is likely to end. The medical supplies I looted from the trawler have suddenly found their purpose. They will keep me lucid for my final ascent.
Okay. Don't bring that light with me. That's a lot of sound for one tiny little light. Yeah, it's really cool. Am I gonna up? Yep. I thought I was. That did not sound nice.
Donnelly did not pass through the caves. From here on in, his guidance, unreliable as it is gone from me. I understand now that it is between the two of us, and whatever correspondence can be drawn from the wet rocks.
Whoa. Fuck, did I fall from... Jesus. I know I'm at the height of the Hobbit or something, but fuck, that seems a bit tall. Oh, I didn't die. Come on, let me go closer. That is actually dope. Look at that picture right there. What gnomes? Fuck. Oh yeah. Oh look, a bunch of mushrooms. Actually, you know, looking at them, they kind of look like tiny, what's it called? Palm trees. Nah. And jellyfish too, actually, yeah. Oh, dope. Like, the colours are amazing.
They'd stop the traffic back as far as the Sandford Junction and come up the hard shoulder like radio signals from another star. It took 21 minutes for them to arrive. I watched Paul time it to the second on his watch.
It's cool. How about around here? How far did I... When did it start? Wait, is this where I came from? It was, wasn't it? So I just walked around everything there and there's nothing there. Okay. Well, let's go here then. This is cool. I feel like I'm shrinking in height. Like, fuck, how short am I? Yeah, it probably is the mushrooms. Wait, wasn't I here? I was just here, what the fuck's sake. Yeah, I was just here, okay, so I walked the wrong way. I thought I took the other way, coming down here. Okay, kind of makes sense now looking back at it. I need to go here, this is where I need to go. Why am I shrinking? Like, I get that he might be crouching, but how the fuck do you crouch in an uphill? What, he's crawling? Jesus. Oh, dude. Right. Well. Let's go. Jump. This is cool. Okay, where do I need to go? Can I like go here? It's gonna stop me sooner or later, I think. It might, maybe not. Like, fuck, if you crouch in here, you're definitely, you know, slipping. looks really fucking slippery. I'm very slippery. I don't know. So where do I need to go? That's where it came from. Okay, I can't go here. Well, let's carry on here then. Alright, then. We're gonna have to walk all the way around there to the top again. Alright. I mean, it still looks very familiar to some game that I've played before. I can't pinpoint it. Now it's starting to get really fucking frustrating. How on earth? Okay. What? Looks like Slenderman. Well, not really, no.
I am traveling through my own body, following the line of infection from the shattered femur towards the heart. I swallow fistfuls of painkillers to stay lucid. In my delirium, I see the twin lights of the moon and the Ariel shining to me through the rocks.
You do? I sure as hell don't. I see the light from the moon shining towards me through the rock. Is there a fucking chance I'm seeing that? Yeah, through the rocks, that's what he said. Yeah, through the rocks. Don't fucking ask me, I was the one who wrote this. Yeah, but that's not through the rock. Well, kind of is, but there's no rock like that anywhere. Yeah, but not right now. Now is when he said it. You're telling me. Oh, we imagine what this would be like in VR. That would be so cool. Like if you got an HTC Vive or something and played this game. True, but it'd be worth it. What's what? The light there. You can't get any closer, so I don't know. Yeah. It's cool. Now
This
I see
cannot be the
fucking
shaft they
window.
threw the goats into.
Well, not
It
really.
cannot
I
be
see
the
light.
landfill
There's
where
no
the parts
fucking
of your
window.
life that would not burn ended
Right.
up. It cannot be the chimney that delivered you to the skies. It cannot be the place where you rained back down again to fertilize the soil and make small flowers in the rocks.
What do you mean? Can I get up here? Money. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Behold. Damascus. I don't know. Somebody's been really fucking bored in it. Holy shit. Whoever did this must have had a hell of a lot of time and very little to do. I mean, cheers for doing it though. Looks good, but fuck, I feel sorry for you, man. Away from being a city. Okay. And it shall be... what? Fungus? Is that even a word? I don't fucking know. Something. Meat. This is very fucking hard to read. I might have to Google what it says actually. No, I'm not going back now. What? No. Okay, so are we back to swimming now? Fuck. Okay. Yes. No, it's not. It's not possible to grab anything. I don't even know if I need to go up for air or if I can just swim forever. I mean, I want to kind of figure out. Like, can you actually drown in this game? This game has turned more into, you know, how many ways can Jamie kill himself? 100 ways for Jamie to kill himself in a game that isn't about it. Yeah. That's actually a game I should play. That'd be very much up my alley. Don't tell me I have to jump down again. I do, yeah. What the fuck? Is this underwater? This is fucked. Oh yeah, I fucking hated The Mist. A horrible fucking movie. This is super creepy. Yeah. What do I have to like? Okay. Okay, so I think I knocked myself out, and that's what I saw. Find a place underneath water. What did it look like? Because it definitely looked like a hospital bed or something. And you know, we already know that someone is, or it seems to be dead at least. Either dead or very fucking sick. So, oh yeah, maybe I am dead. That'd be a cool fucking twist. No, I think someone close to me is going to be dead. I think it's Esther, whoever that is, but yeah. It's like a diary or something to myself, like the last couple of things I did before I died. What do you mean then? Yeah. Oh, that moon. The music is back. Don't. I want to go back here.
sat here and watched two jets carve parallel white lines into the sky. They charted their course, and I followed them for 21 minutes until they turned off near Sanford and were lost. If I were a gull, I would abandon my nest and join them. I would starve my brain of oxygen and suffer delusions of transcendence. I would tear the bottom from my boat and sail across the motorways until I reached this island once again.
Okay, fixed it. 22. Oh my god. Okay. I don't know what happened now. Okay. I see what you mean with the messages. Because now that popped up for me when you sent the message. Yeah. Yeah, what did I think of Shane Dawson's new video? I think Shane Dawson's new video was really fucking good. I love his conspiracy videos. The only thing that I kind of...
For fire and soil, I chose fire. It seemed the more contemporary of the options, the more sanitary. I could not bear the thought of the reassembly of such a ruins. Stitching arm to shoulder and femur to hip, charting a line of thread like traffic stilled on a motorway, making it all acceptable for tearful aunts and traumatized uncles flown in specially for the occasion. Reduce to ash, mix with water, make a phosphorescent paint for these rocks and ceilings.
They're gonna disappear. No, I wanna see if they stay there. No, it seems like they do. No? I don't know. Bit, okay. Let's carry on. Where are we supposed to go? I think we're supposed to follow this road. But then again, it kind of seems like this road also just leads me down here. But yeah, it's Shane Dawson's new video. The only thing that I didn't like was how it kind of popped in between everything. So, you know, he was talking about his friend, then all of a sudden it was Chuck E. Cheese, and we was back at the voice stuff, and then it hopped back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. I would have liked him to focus on one thing at a time, I think. But with the ending of part 2 where he exposed like the identity of the guy, that was fucking good. This is dope. This actually, oh, I know exactly what this reminds me of. This reminds me of Robin Hood Bay. Which, fuck, I think I must have been about... How old was I? 7 or 8? And I was there. I don't even remember, like, where in England. Sorry. That it is. I don't remember whatsoever. I remember it being a long as fucking... What? Yeah, I remember it being a long ass fucking ride in the car. When we went there, that I remember.
Hall by the roadside, by the exit for Damascus, all ticking and cooled, all feathers and remorse, all of these signals routed like traffic through the circuit diagrams of our guts, those badly written boats torn bottomless in the swells, washing us forever ashore.
Okay. Something from heaven. Gone. Gone where? Gone around him. There's something from heaven gone around him. Okay, that's what is the first word then. That's kind of what I have to figure out. A light from heaven gone around him. Okay, that makes more sense. This is so nice. The moon and everything in the background as well.
From here, I can see my armada. I collected all the letters I'd ever meant to send to you, if I'd have ever made it to the mainland, but had instead collected at the bottom of my rucksack, and I spread them out along the lost beach. Then I took each and every one, and I folded them into boats. I folded you into the creases, and then, as the sun was setting, I set the fleet to sail. Shattered into 21 pieces, I consigned you to the Atlantic, and I sat here until I'd watched all of you sink.
Okay, that is dope. Super dope. Right, you know what, actually. Right, like that. That. Ah, come on. Don't let me drown. Fuck, okay, that's cool. Okay, enough swimming. Let's carry on. What's in here then? On a sudden, a light from the heaven gone around him, and he fell to the ground. There's eggs here. Okay. Weird. Right, I'm supposed to go the other way. Figure that one out. Glad I did figure it out, like, right before I was stood there like an idiot, not knowing where to go. It's growing darker. It's so fucking nice. Like, could you just remove the clouds? Let me see all the stars. What are those lines there? Okay. There's bird eggs, but couldn't fly. Maybe he thought... Oh! Maybe he thought it was a bird. Well, if that's the fucking end of the game, that would be very disappointing. It's like, well, the man grew crazy. He thought he was a bird. He tried to fly, but he couldn't. Here he is, splashed over the rocks. Fuck, that's brutal.
I will drag my leg behind me. I will drag it like a crumpled hatchback, tires blown and sparking across the dimming lights of my vision. I'm running out of painkillers and am following the flicker of the moon home. When Paul keeled over dead on the road to Damascus, they restarted his heart with the jump leads from a crumpled hatchback. It took 21 attempts to convince it to wake up.
Oh, that creeped me out. Did not expect to see the person still there. Or is it a person? What, that thing right there? Oh, no. There's more right in here. Well, I'm trying. God damn it, you're picky. I am, yeah.
I've begun my voyage in a paper boat without a bottom. I will fly to the moon in it. I've been folded along a crease in time, a weakness in the sheet of life. Now you've settled on the opposite side of the paper to me. I can see your traces in the ink that soaks through the fiber, the pulp vegetation. When we become waterlogged and the cage disintegrates, we will intermingle. When this paper aeroplane leaves the cliff edge and carves parallel vapor trails in the dark, we will come together.
Whoa. fucking beautiful. Okay. And as he was something, as he was proceeding, I don't know, on his journey. Okay. Proceeding on his journey. I think we're slowly but surely getting to the top here. Oh, there's something here as well. Shit. And was come near top something. Fuck. Was come near to, I don't know. It's coming near to something. Dying, let's just say that. And he was.
If only Donnelly had experienced this, he would have realized he was his own shoreline, as am I. Just as I am becoming this island, so he became his syphilis, retreating into the burning synapses, the stones, the infection.
So the lettering there says, and he was 3 days without sight, and neither did he eat nor drink. So that's the same that was written on the boat. Is that what this is then? It's like it's final countdown of my life. So right now I've been 3 days without eating or drinking. There's something up here too.
The stones in my stomach will weigh me down and ensure my descent is true and straight. I will break through the fog of these godforsaken pills and achieve clarity. All my functions are clogged, all my veins are choked. If my leg doesn't rot off before I reach the summit, it will be a miracle. There are 21 connections in the circuit diagram of the anti-lock brakes. There are 21 species of gull inhabiting these islands. It is 21 miles between the Sandford Junction and the turn-off for home. All these things cannot, will not be a coincidence.
And it came to something. Hang on. And it came to pass that. Walk a little bit faster. I'm trying to read it. It came to pass that as I trade my journey and what to say, it's close and no, I can't read it, it's too fucking close. Don't fall down. From heaven to greet light, from around me, and I cannot see, for the glory.
A gull perched on a spent bonnet, sideways, whilst the sirens fell through the middle distance and the metal moaned in grief about us. I'm about this night in walking, old bread and gull bones, old Donnelly at the bar gripping his drink, old Esther walking with our children, old Paul as ever, old Paul. He shakes and he shivers and he turns off his lights alone.
Visuals though. doesn't look like it's painted on anymore. Came into Damascus. It's getting quite windy up here. So is everything alright?
We will leave twin vapor trails in the air, white lines etched into these rocks.
Yeah, didn't it? There was two lights here.
Dear Esther, I have burnt my belongings, my books, this death certificate. Mine
Yeah,
will
I'm
be
no
written
longer
all across
controlling
this
it.
island. Who was Jakobsen? Who remembers him? Donnelly has written of him, but who was Donnelly? Who remembers him? I have painted, carved, hewn, scored into this space all that I could draw from him. There will be another to these shores to remember me. I will rise from the ocean like an island without bottom, come together like a stone, become an aerial, a beacon, that they will not forget you. We have always been drawn here. One day the gulls will return and nest in our bones and our history. I will look to my left and see Esther Donnelly flying beside me. I will look to my right and see Paul Jakobsen flying beside me. They will leave white lines carved into the air to reach the mainland, where help will be sent.
Can I start looking about? Yeah. Oh, please tell me I'm gonna start flying or something. Don't let the game end with me falling to my death in slow motion. Thank fuck! I was not prepared to watch my own death for the third time. Does that come back, Esther? Light shone from heaven. Alright, that's what it said.
Come back.
Okay. Anything I need to press or something? The Chinese room. Is that the entire game? Thought there was something else to it. Well, seems like that was the entire game. Okay. Voice acting, Nigel Carrington. Dude, I gotta look you up, mate. Chinese room. Special thanks to Ben Andrews, Samuel Justice, University of Portsmouth. Okay. Okay, well, I assumed that was the end of it. I was hoping there was gonna just be, you know, first part of it and then the rest just... But no. Well, I have to say what I think happened. Well, he definitely seemed like he was, I don't know. It's hard to pinpoint exactly, but I think, you know, towards the end there, so when we saw us jumping, I think that was him taking his own life. But when, you know, signifying that he didn't hit, he just started flying, is like he was flying to heaven. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I do have to do some research. Yeah, I do have to find out. Okay, so resume. See, what does that do? Haven't I already been here? I must have. Let me just check. Why would it tell me to resume here? Yeah, I've been here. Okay. 22 then. Right, well, apparently... Yeah. That was everything. Okay, well let's do like this then. So, I need to actually do this. Okay, good. So, that was it. I was actually hoping for there to be more of this game. But it was an enjoyable game. It was short but sweet. The visuals, first of all, was beautiful. The story was interesting, definitely. But all in all, it's a good game. The only thing I wish was for it to be a bit longer, so I could get more into everything. But I think, well, we don't really have much choice. That's going to be it for this time, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you want any and all updates of when I'm going to be streaming, what I'm planning on streaming, or any other games, or anything that's happening in my life, basically, my Twitter is where you're going to find that. Now, my Twitter is Shems _S_H. Christ almighty. Shems_S_H. There we are. That's what my Twitter is. So you can give that a follow and you'll get every update that you'll ever need. If you can't be asked with going on Twitter and searching it up, you'll find the link down in the panels below. Same with my YouTube. That's where you're going to find all of my streams and everything that I have done and I think is worth uploading there. I will admit that I've been a bit slacking off with uploading my streams over to YouTube, so keep an eye out because today and tomorrow is gonna, all of my streams that haven't been posted on YouTube yet is gonna end up there within tomorrow night. That's my goal. So I think it's about 6, maybe 7 streams, something like that. Maybe more, maybe less. I don't really remember. But they're gonna get updated there soon. So it's gonna be a lot more of DOJ on YouTube as well as I'll be back tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Zulu for a new episode of DOJRP. So if you have any ideas or suggestions or anything as to what you want me to do for that episode, then, you know, tweet me, contact me wherever. I'm pretty easy to get in contact with. So if you want that, then definitely, you know, go and come and join us, check it out. Let's see here. What happened to the song here? That's not good. Good, I've been talking for too long then. Let's do that. Okay, but thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Zulu.